Okay, we are rolling. It looks so. You've made it through. You've made it through, and you're wearing something on your head there. I see.
Yeah,
What?
this is actually, shout out to Paula in Argentina. She's, Paula. She's in Argentina, and she had kind of put together something for patients that couldn't afford the cold caps that go on heads for trying to prevent hair loss. And so my friend Antonella and her mom works with a lady that had chemotherapy, and she was using these ice packs as well, and it really helps prevent the loss of the hair. So here we are, and I'm doing the same thing. And we just left the hospital, and my infusions went really well, actually, much better than I actually anticipated. And I'm very happy about that. I mean, it's, I was really hoping that I wasn't going to have a reaction to the medication, because apparently it's like one of the better medications to get for the type of cancer that I had. So I am feeling okay. I feel a little, it's kind of heavy, I want to say, because the pre-medications that they gave me, like steroids and the steroids and like benedryl and some stuff like that. The benedryl always makes me feel heavy. But anyway, so that's pretty much it. I don't really feel much from the medicine. I didn't feel much happening during the cycle at all. And I'm doing low dose chemo, which means instead of going every 3 weeks for a full dose, I go every single week for a partial dose. So that really helps to reduce that toxic load on the body. And today, I actually did another video on this too, but today the doctor came in before my session and informed me that I was approved for the immunotherapy, which was huge for me because I had been manifesting that hardcore, and I wanted to have that from the beginning, but he said, well, first we have to get it approved, and then I don't know if if we do get it approved, I don't know if we'll be able to get it on the first time, but we will definitely, try to get it on the second time. And but my manifestation worked. It was ready to go today, so I was able to start off with immunotherapy, and I'm super elated about that. Today I'm supposed to go home and rest and just kind of eat light things, and so far the medications that they've given me, like anti-nausea and some things like that, I have had nothing in the terms of nausea at all, and I am hungry, so I'm gonna go home and eat some lunch, and then I guess I'm gonna just kind of chill today and lay down and relax and everything. But I'm feeling very optimistic. I feel like I'm in great hands, and things are getting better from when I first started this whole adventure and whole journey of such a fast motion. So many, I understand that the doctors were trying to save my life, but the part that I feel like they missed, and I get where they're coming from, but the part where they missed was forgetting that I'm a human and that I need time to digest the information. But there was no time to waste, and I was just trying to follow my intuition and my gut and everything, and it never steers me wrong, honestly. So far I want to say that I'm making the right decisions, and they must be the right ones because they're the ones that I'm doing. So just trying to stay in tune to the universe and allow the flow. about all of this. So
Sounds good. Sounds like you're moving in the right direction. Sounds
definitely.
like lots of positive outcomes are have already happened and are yet to happen. And so back to this headgear. You've been wearing it now since you left the hospital. And while you were in the hospital, I would think that it would tend to warm up on your head while you're receiving the medication for the length of time that you're in the treatment center.
Yes, I actually spoke to the lady that started she started this thing going on here. And I messaged her. She got back to me today. It's a little late for today's session, but I did start it on time perfectly. Where when they start the pre-medication, that's when you put your helmet on, and then you're supposed to change it every 30 minutes during your treatment, however long that may be.
Change it.
Yeah, you need to take one off and you put another one on that's cold. So you have to have multiples of these.
So you have multiple ice packs that form this
like a helmet.
This helmet, this cooling helmet device. And then how long are you supposed to continue wearing it after your treatment is complete?
I'll probably wear it until it's warmed up, and then I think I'm going to call that it.
Okay.
And
this will prevent your hair from falling out, hopefully, is the intention.
hopefully, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the mechanism behind it is that the ice freezes the follicles to the hair and prevents the blood flow to the follicle. So the medicine doesn't reach the follicle while you're infusing or getting your infusion. So it prevents the hair the medicine from reaching that hair follicle. And in some cases, it's not favorable to use them, but in my case, the doctor was okay with me doing it because my surgery and my cancer was in my abdomen. So, and you know what? And even if this doesn't work out for me, because there are tons of different types of chemotherapies out there, and some are stronger than others, and it's still possible that it'll fall out, but I'm doing everything I can to try to not lose it from the beginning. But yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see what actually conspires out of this, and see how I'm doing in a couple of weeks. It might take a few weeks to catch up, because when I do it each week, it might take a few weeks to catch up with my with the amount of medicine that might take to lose my hair. But there's a possibility, there's a high possibility I might not lose it due to the preparation that I've put into preparing for all of this.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds like you're prepared, and you've definitely done your homework, and it's a preparation. We'll see how it pays off.
Oh, another thing I did after watching a cancer research video, I actually started doing keto about, I want to say 2 weeks prior to the chemo, to put my body in a ketosis state, which can starve cancer. And I'm here to be an advocate for myself and others the best that I can, to help you with finding the little options that you may have within the system, so that you can find your best, tailor your care. It's not always black and white. It's not always where you have to take exactly what the doctor says you need to do. If you feel very uncomfortable about a large dose every 3 weeks and those violent side effects afterward and the lethargy and everything, I highly recommend you talking to your doctor about seeing if they'll let you do low dose chemo. I don't know, I'm in LA and I'm at a county hospital, so and it's a teaching hospital, so it's kind of like we're a little more cutting edge. That's why I got approved for the immunotherapy, I think, as well, because they're I'm kind of like a case study in a way for this doctor, and I really happy about that. And so it's important to advocate for yourself, ask about every medication that you're being given. What does it do? How does it react? And make sure it doesn't interact with any other things. People make mistakes, so you want to make sure, just ask the questions. And that's from the people that know the answers, not just Googling it or YouTubing it. And if you are going to go on YouTube, I advise you not to look up success stories of cancer patients. I made that mistake. I instead started looking for cancer research videos so that I could learn more about what it is, about how it starts, and about all of the different options that are out there. There's even something called metabolic therapy, where you use the barometric chamber to oxygenate the body, and just a number of other things that can be done holistically and that are non-toxic. So just start looking around for cancer research on your specific cells, because there are many different types of cells and subcells of cancer. Like, it's just getting absolutely crazy with how many of these cells that there are, and some don't respond well to some medications and therapies, and others might. So I know that immunotherapy doesn't work as well, if at all, for certain types of cancer. So there's that, and just do your research on that part, and talk to your doctor and advocate for yourself as to what the best options might be for you with your work environment, with all of the things going on in your life, because sometimes for a lot of people, every single week might not be an option, because you do need to get blood work the day, 1 or 2 days before you have chemo, so that they can make sure that your platelets and all of those things are in range, so you can have the chemo itself. So I would just make sure that you're getting getting something that you feel more comfortable with, because that's what helped me. By being able to do each week, because my time constraints were much more flexible, and also to make sure that I can, I was pushing for the immunotherapy. There were so many things that I was trying to do and finagle, and they worked out. So don't just say, oh, they're probably not going to approve me, and give up. If it's something you feel you'll benefit from, especially even mentally, physically, whatever those circumstances may be, just try to go for it, because that's your health. And for me, thinking that this toxic load every 3 weeks, I'm reducing that toxic load on my body at any given time now. So by doing that,